Oh, I want to bring in right now Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison, Republican from Texas. And Senator, it's always great to talk to you. You know, you stood on the floor of the Senate Saturday night before there was an agreement. And you said that uncertainty is not good for our economy, but a bad agreement is worse. Is this a bad agreement?
It is the best agreement that we could have hoped for, considering that we Republicans are 1/3 of the body that is going to make this decision. I think it has real promise, and it has changed the way we talk about the debt ceiling. Now we have no taxes, we have real spending cuts, and hopefully we have the promise of even more that will get into entitlement reform.
Are you concerned, though, about this commission, kind of the kick the can question? I mean, are you concerned that Congress says that they're going to address these fiscal issues in the coming months, in the coming years, but that could change? Are you worried that this commitment to the American people may end up not being committed to by you and your colleagues?
Well, what's different this time, Cheryl, is that there are triggers. If those cuts are not made, there will be an automatic cut in spending of over $1 trillion down the way. So we have triggers, and that is the enforcement mechanism, which we have never had before.
Senator, there's criticism that in spite of all that's been done, that in fact the debt is going to increase every day between now and the end of the year. So we really haven't done anything meaningful in addressing our fiscal situation. How would you respond to that?
We are taking small steps in the right direction, which is better than big steps in the wrong direction. We are making progress toward cutting back on spending. It's not enough. We are going to try to do we're going to try to double it, and I think we can. I think we've come to a basic agreement with the Gang of Six proposal. That was a major step with the chain CPI that would affect all of the programs in government that are dependent on the CPI. That will cut over about $160 billion, so that's a huge step in the right direction. I think there are cuts like that we've never talked about before that are now, at least in a bipartisan way, in a small microcosm, agreed to, and we want to increase that microcosm.
Senator Hutchison, with respect to the proposed deal that's on the table, what is the one thing that you would have liked to see included that you regret at this point that they weren't able to come to some consensus on?
I would like to have seen more cuts in the $4 trillion range rather than the $1 trillion over the 10-year period. I think we could have done that with some of the proposals that are in some of the outlying areas. I think Congressman Mack's proposal is a good one, to just cut 1% a year. That would be a step in the right direction. In addressing entitlements, I'd like to have seen that in this tranche, the first tranche, because that's the real long-term solution. Really, without entitlements, we'll never get to a balanced budget.
Senator Hutchison, before I let you go, we're getting some breaking news that the president is committed to extending the payroll tax holiday. That's probably, I'm assuming, a good thing in your opinion, correct?
Well, it is a good thing in a very short term. It does help people a little bit. I would also like to see us make the really strong commitment to the entitlement reforms, the chain CPI, for the long-term benefit.
There's some holidays you just want to be forever, and looks like this is going to be one of them. Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison, thank you very much. Nice to see you, Senator.
Thank you, Cheryl.
All right, well, it is time now to